Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Let's Play Skyrim. I am the Seven Swords, and Sarah is back in her Imperial getup. We are here at Immortal. We're going to be heading to the Imperial camp in the Pale, which we cannot travel to because of us not having not having been there. So we're going to be hoofing it over there. Because today we retake the Pale. Oh crap. Okay, good. I didn't want to teleport. For those who are curious, I mentioned in the last one that we weren't going to give Dexian the scrolls. We might give Dexian the scrolls eventually. More or less just to give him the scrolls and not have this to deal with the scrolls ourselves. Mostly because I just don't want to have to deal with the scrolls being in my inventory longer than I need them. But right now I need two of the scrolls. I need one of the scrolls because I need the dragon scrolls for the main quest. I don't think the game realizes that. I think the game thinks that I might have just beat that I might not be beating the main quest, because you don't have to beat the main quest in this game. You can always not beat it. A lot of people choose to do that. As it is, this game is an RPG. You can do whatever, you can play whatever role it is that you want to play. I see a shrine over in this direction. We're going to head to that shrine real quick. But, some may wonder why Sarra would give the scrolls to Dexian, why she wouldn't keep them for herself. In all truthfulness, she would keep them for herself. It's not in character for me to give the scrolls to Dexian, even after I've finished the main quest and the Dawnguard quest. It still does not make a lot of sense to give the scrolls back to Dexian, or to give the scrolls to Dexian. Sarra would want to hang on to the scrolls and utilize them for her endeavors in the future. It is just something for you to do as a character, to get it out of your inventory. We will most likely give them to Dexian in the epilogue series, if that's what we end up doing. So this is Wail of the Banshee. You are not full. You do not have this shout fully. Is Wail of the Banshee literally one of the few shouts I have not finished, because it contains shouts that are part of the words I have not learned. Yep. Wow. It's hilarious how I did that literally so I could have as many of the shouts learned as possible, so I could finally get one of those. And the first one we find is one of the shouts that we have not finished yet. I do think we have most of the shouts in the game. I don't know how many shouts there are, so I don't know how far we are from having all of the shouts. I know that there's I know one full shout that we don't have because it's part of the storyline and you get the whole shout at once. It's a storyline shout, so we don't have that one. And I know that we don't have all of the words to some of our shouts. Our Fire Breath shout being one of those, and our Storm Call shout being another one. We can't get those shouts early. Those are storyline unlocks, and we still have a little bit before we can get to them. So that would be one of the reasons why we have not gotten those yet. Let's also get Whirlwind Sprint on here, because we can use Whirlwind Sprint to get up here quicker. I did run into a dragon up while we were up in the Throat of the World. I was planning on trying to use Ben Will on it. It never came close enough to me. So that's one reason why we have to walk. There's the place. And let's go ahead and put we're not going to use water breathing. We're going to use Summon Durnavir, because I'm going to use Durnavir for this fight again. And then as far as the other weapon I'm going to be using, where is do we have a sword? Because I actually don't think we have a sword. Oops. If we don't, we always have other options. We could use Oriel's bow and show off Oriel's bow. We also have the Ebony Blade. We also have Harkon's sword. I actually want to use Harkon's sword, actually, now that I think about it. Because this feels like a good sword. Not to mention, I think it's a blade sword. So we're going to be using Harkon's sword. Alright, let's check in with the officer.
Something to report? The General and I have our disagreements, but he's the best hope for both the Empire and Skyrim.
Is that why you fight in the war, or Mr. Kit?
I am a loyal citizen of the Empire. My parents were legionnaires, and I followed in their footsteps. But more importantly, I am a daughter of Skyrim, and wish to see her made whole again.
Makes sense. Don't the Stormcloaks call themselves the sons and daughters of Skyrim, though?
I've been a daughter of Skyrim all my life. I love this land, and her people. So do all the Nords that serve the Empire. Ulfric, too, once. He wasn't always a self-serving egomaniac. He fought in the Imperial army in the war against the Dominion. But Ulfric and his Stormcloaks are deluding themselves. If there's any hope of a long-term victory against the Dominion, it's in the Empire. The rebels are only inflaming the tension and weakening the Empire by distracting it from its ultimate aim.
Do you consider that the are enemies?
I consider this conversation over.
Wow, that's aggressive.
Many of my countrymen joined the rebels. They can't see the big picture. Skyrim needs the Empire as much as it needs us.
Understood, ma'am. Reporting for
I
duty.
need you to deliver some false orders to the Stormcloak commander in Dawnstar. But first, we need to get our hands on some rebel orders to make the forgeries. The Nightgate and Candlehearth Inns are frequent stops for Stormcloak runners. See if you can't convince one of the innkeepers to help you. One way or another, get me those documents. But don't do anything rash if you go to Windhelm. Well, soldier, can you do this?
Consider it done.
Peace may yet return to Skyrim, but it...
Alright, so if we gotta find a Stormcloak courier, then we don't want to be wearing our Imperial weapons. I kind of remembered that we do this, I kind of forgot. So, yeah. Nope, make sure we take that off. Put our bottles full cape back on.
We fight.
So Sarah's gonna put her stuff back on. I think that by now people might have the idea that she is currently fighting for the Imperials. So this might not be the best idea that she looks like herself, but I also don't think that there's too much of an issue there, because I do think that there's a part of Sarah that keeps it kind of confidential that she's a member of the Imperials. It's not really an option for her to play, for me to play that. I see something that I don't think I normally see. Elemental Blast. And then let's go with... it doesn't matter. Got it. There's another moment of our HP being low. For anybody that was asking about well, that was interesting. I incinerated them all. keep saying Storm Blast already, and I actually forgot what Storm Blast is. It's some kind of event. It's some kind of ability I get from. It's some kind of ability I get from destruction magic, but I can't remember what exactly it does. Let's get Zaren's Blink added. For those who didn't stick around and are seeing that message pop up of the 5 stars, we're trying out some different shouts at the end of the last one, and I used Speak Unto Stars, and apparently there's a bunch of it reveals a bunch of stars above me, and if I look at them, I get increased damage to my shouts because of it, and that keeps popping up because of that. Because it's trying to remind me of that, just like when it normally does it for me praying, which we actually haven't prayed in quite some time. So let's go ahead and do that. Cannot pray in combat. I am not in combat. There we go. Keep praying so we can keep pushing our favor with Magnus a little bit higher. Got it. And go back to Elemental Blast. Out of curiosity, because the Harkon Sword might become a regular if I'm correct. Nope, it does have a soul gem requirement. How much farther do I have to go? We're just gonna fast travel back to Nightingale. I want to get this over with. Kind of want to get to the end of this quest line as quickly as possible. Not because I'm getting tired of Sarra, but because I kind of want to get to the to a bunch of the stuff I want to talk about once we get there.
I think I got a clean mug around here somewhere.
Hello.
Something I can get for you?
See these Stormcloak couriers around?
I tend to keep my patrons' privacy.
His life may be in danger. Please, I need to help him.
It is? Well, that's different. He was here, but he left. If you leave now, you can probably catch... Or you can just wait here. He'll be back soon enough. Anything you need, just holler.
Go ahead and grab a paralysis. Actually, I wonder. I did find out something recently about Bend Will that I did not know. Apparently if I use 2 shouts, it'll brainwash people, so we're gonna try and see. Empowered ice form. Interesting. Pillars of the Voice. I found a pillar inscribed with an ancient wisdom in the language of the dragons. It hinted at the existence of others like it. I should find them. Interesting.
Oh! Ha!
Yeah, we have pressure sanguine vampirism, because I doubt it's working. We do not. Actually, you know what we can do. Let's grab a quick bite real quick. I should have tried looting him. I didn't think about that until just now. I should have tried looting him to take the documents off him without killing him.
Waiting. Suffering waiting.
No biggie.
Something very good. Let's see what you have here. Interesting. They know more of our plans than I expected. It would seem Fort Dunstad is in need of reinforcements. We'll make sure they won't be getting those. One moment while I correct some of these documents. That should do it. Make sure those forged documents get to the Stormcloak commander in Dawnstar. It'll throw him off our trail, allowing us to maneuver more freely. All right then.
All right. Time to head to Dawnstar. Pillar of Lightning Shield. I don't feel like the Lightning Shield is... Apparently I do have it. Empowered Lightning Shield added. Pillar of Voices.
Need something?
Really? That's all it took? Interesting.
Talos guide you.
I have important documents for you, sir.
Is that so? I don't recognize you. Why aren't you wearing your Stormcloak colors?
Ditched it for this. Easier to sneak past the enemy.
I suppose it would be. Good thinking. All right, let's take a look. Ah, good. Looks like the reinforcements for the fort are on the way. And we have some information about enemy troop movements as well. Excellent. It's not easy running messages, what with Imperial scouts crawling all over the place. Well done. Why don't you grab yourself a drink at the Wind Peak before heading back? All right then.
Thank you, sir. I will. I didn't think about grabbing the Stormcloak's armor. Probably should have. Although, her information was good enough.
Take a seat and get the cold out. I'm sorry. My mind was just somewhere else. Take a look.
My boss sent me here to get something to drink before I head back. I like how he gave us 5 and everything is like, and I think everything is like 10. Yeah, wow. That's fine. Sarah's gotta make it look good.
Hey.
Time to go run some more messages.
We need to do something about these vampire attacks.
Well, in a kind of a way, I did do something about the vampire attacks. I controlled them.
So many refuse to talk.
What have you got for sale? take a look real quick through what they got. Dark arrows, dwarven sword, hunting blade, orcish warhammer. Steel plate armor. Yeah, it must be fun. I'm gonna buy all that stuff. All right.
May your road lead you.
Back to the camp.
Those rebels think they can best us. We have another thing coming. I'm still sore where I took.
Message delivered,
Something
ma'am.
to report? Your objective is Fort Dunstad. Meet the soldiers preparing. Well, soldier, are you up to the task?
Or as good as
I knew I
ours.
could count on you, soldier.
All right, let's get Dernavir ready. Yep, there we go. Go ahead and embark that. So we'll go to Fort Felmohammer, and then we'll head towards the rendezvous. Ooh, a night attack. That's not gonna be good for me. Let's grab Harkon's sword. Let's go. There he goes. Do we have Soul Snare active? Soul Tear, there we go. Kill the Stormcloaks! Let's give our men a bit of a boost. I don't normally use this one, so I don't have it equipped. Oh. routed! Push! Push! Let's go ahead and take a couple souvenirs. Now we've got to travel back to Solitude as soon as we're able to. It's saying that there's enemies nearby because there's probably a member of the Stormcloak still alive somewhere. That's probably what all these guys are prowling about. There we go. We are also going to be doing something else while we're in Solitude. So we have a handful of reasons of why we're heading to Solitude. Sarra has another reason to...
That means something.
Oh. We didn't wear our armor for that. No, that's fine. We'll go and wear our armor for this because we do need to kind of put on a display here. That will work just fine. We'll go ahead and put this one on. For some reason I thought we'd attack Dawnstar. But now I remember that you don't. You do a bunch of attacking forts and stuff to take over. First, let's go talk to General Tullius. And then we have one other thing we need to take care of. Because,
I don't buy fancy clothes, but you look like you might. I hear Radiant Raiments is a large selection. Don't think you can... The road to Whiterun's not safe these days. Lots of travelers just disappear.
We will oust Ulfric from Windhelm. Taking the Pale gives us another port in Dawnstar and puts us within striking distance of Windhelm. That should make Ulfric a bit more cautious, huh?
Hopefully.
Battles are won by trained and disciplined men. Wars are won by talented and exceptional individuals. I'm raising you to Prefect. Take this blade as a gift and symbol of your new rank. You've earned it.
Thank you, General. What are my new orders?
Make your way to our camp in the Rift. We have a few surprises for the Stormcloaks lined up.
Yes, sir.
For the Empire.
Or the Empire.
For a dragon to attack Kyne's Grove. Why? Why there?
Good question. We are going to be going back to the main quest once we finish
I've been
this.
looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only.
Yes, sir.
Let's see here. I've got a letter and a lot of gold. Looks like that's it.
Who the heck died this time? Sarah keeps getting all these different letters of passing. Letter of inheritance. Aldmir's Girds. Is with great regard that we inform you of Aldmir Gird's death. Who the heck is that? BRB, I gotta figure this out. Okay, so apparently it's a guard at the place. Must have been discovered and killed.
Damn college. Winterhold will never be the same.
I'm gonna keep getting played for that. But what we are going to go do is we're going to go see Jarl Elisif. I imagine that Sarah probably got a message from the Emperor being like, hey, so I got word that the Jarl of Elisif is dealing with a problem, and it might be an actual significant problem, so I want you to go talk to her and figure out what was going on and deal with it. So we're going to go talk to her and figure out what's going on here. Excuse me,
Do
are
have
you
business with the court?
Mr. Firebeard?
I am the Jarl's steward. If you have court business to tend to, you talk to me. Feel free to The Jarl is not to be disturbed with common affairs at court. You direct those concerns to me.
The Emperor of Tamriel sent me. He said that you had some kind of issues with Wolf Skull Cave.
You mean the Dragon Bridge issue?
Yes.
I'll be honest with you. I was planning to let that go. Varnius is a bit jumpy at the best of times. There have been reports of weird happenings near Wolf Skull Cave. Travelers disappearing, odd lights. I suspect wild animals, or perhaps bandits. I don't think it's worth our time with the war going on. But if you want to clear out the cave, I'll make sure you're repaid for your work.
I'll take care of it. Why is it called Wolf Skull Cave? What can you tell me about it?
The cave has a bad history. Long ago, Potema the Wolf Queen used it for necromantic rituals. That's where it got the name.
Interesting.
That was over 500 years ago. Nothing much down there now. But everyone's always convinced the cave is haunted.
Makes sense.
Please, feel welcome in the Court of Solitude.
Maybe I'll learn something while I'm down there. The good news is that while I'm doing this on behalf of the Emperor, and on behalf of, and as the Empire's champion, I can do this as my free will. I don't have to worry about holding back my strength while down there. Now, normally the way you normally get this quest is you go there and you you get there, and while you're there, this guy is there basically talking about how something bad happened, and basically saying how there's this weird stuff going on with the cave, and Elisif jumps to conclusion. She wants to send this entire battalion down there, and her what do you call it? Her court mage is like, hey, I've been scrying that area and nothing is going on, so I feel like that's a bit much. And Falk Firebeard kind of agrees with her, and then says we'll send some guards to patrol the town and keep the people safe. But as far as the cave, they're just gonna hire a mercenary or something to do it. And then you can basically talk to Falk Firebeard and be like, hey, I'll take care of it. And Falk Firebeard will be like, yeah, I was gonna let that go. But sure, if you want to go clear out the cave, then that's fine. So we're going to go clear out the cave. As far as why Sarra is doing this, again, in her story, I would see it like the Emperor's kind of been like, hey, so I got word that this is going on because one of our people in Solitude kind of knows about this. I'm actually kind of worried about this, and the fact that it's a necromancer's tomb may be something of interest to you as well, Sarra. So why don't you go and check this out for me and see what's going on? Because obviously Sarah's got the interest of the Imperials and the Empire at heart. So she's like, yeah, I'll go check this place out and make sure that this is just a wolf's tale. If there is something there, I'll deal with it, and then I'll do some research into the area as well for my own personal gain. As far as what's going on, we'll find out when we get there. And what is dealt with it we'll also talk about as well. As there is some ways of how I plan on taking care of this. I did not realize we had already discovered it. We're just going to go ahead and warp to it. Because I don't feel like... So a couple of wild skeletons, but Sarra can definitely sense necrotic energy in the area. She definitely knows what's going on. She definitely can feel like something's going on here, so she's going to go check in, go actually into the cave and check it out. Let's go ahead and get Ariel's bow out. We're also going to go ahead and equip elven arrows for this. We probably don't need the full strength of the hollowed blessed arrows, but we might, depending on what the situation is down here. Now, out of curiosity, not that button. Nope, not that one. There we go. So it's like T. Time for some stealth archery. This was kind of the reason why I put so much time on, put off. Couple of what do you call them? Necromancers. Nothing super worrying there. Probably just a bunch of useless necromancer fools trying to utilize the necrotic energy in the area. It's definitely a lot higher than what a handful of necromancers could pull off, but it's fine. It's probably just them utilizing an old power left behind. I'm gonna go ahead and just clear them out, deal with them, be done with it. Nothing to be worried about. More role-playing of mine to keep from revealing everything I know about this. Did he not see me? Odd. I can't tell if they couldn't see me or what was going on there. We might not get to the end of this today. Definitely getting close to the end of this episode. To Wolfscar Ruins. Interesting. I wonder what that means. What the... Well, that's a bit different.
Wolf Queen, hear our call and awaken. We summon Potema. We summon Potema. Long have you slept the dreamless sleep of death, Potema. No longer. Hear us, Wolf Queen. We summon you.
Alright, time to unleash full power. Not Vex of Fire. It's Unbound Flame is what I think is the one I want.
We summon Potema.
Fireballs. That definitely ain't good though. Alright. Time stop being silly. Did I break it? Because they're supposed to keep talking.
Yes! Yes! Return me to this realm! As our voices summon you, the blood of the innocent binds you, Wolf Queen. Summoned with words, bound by love. What? What are you doing? You fool! You cannot bind me to your will. Summoned with words, bound by love. You ants don't have the power to bind me. Something is wrong. There is an intruder.
I don't think I'll let you guys do this. Good luck. Alright, let's go ahead and check out that book real quick. Necromancer's Ritual. Regain 30 health and magicka every time a friendly corpse or reanimated minion dies for 155 seconds. Pretty useful for a Necromancer's build, but that which we are not. Although, naturally, some might find this interesting, but Sarra was actually a necromancer. She's actually a lich. Or, she was a type of lich. She wasn't a full-on lich, she was a light lich. And what a light lich was basically a lich that used souls instead of corpses. But, we've now stopped them from binding Pithema, but we may not have stopped Pithema from being summoned. Her spirit seems to have run off. We'll have that situation. There's more to this situation than just that, but this is also there's a couple of reasons why I'm doing this. For one, it makes sense for Sarra to stumble on and be part of this quest, and for second, Sarra needs to. I would like Sarra to do the part of this quest, and it also is because I think mention Sarra getting a house in Solitude. This quest is part of that. You have to complete this quest, at least this part of the quest as far as I'm aware, in order to get the house. So Sarra will be attempting to grab a house in Solitude. It's more of just for somewhere for her to put this Imperial armor and all of that. But for now, I have been the Seven Swords. You've all been amazing, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Later.